music, fashion, art.
Been 20 years.
Yeah, I've just... is he called Trump? I'm kidding. Donald. I thought it was Donald Trump's son.
Obviously, I know he's pretty famous, and a lot of his stuff's very unique, so it's good.
I've always loved that, you know, that in snooker you get that, where you get, you know, it's like you could make a machine that potted balls all day long, whereas, you know, to be a human being and to try and behave like that is a really crazy thing to do, and I've always thought it's pretty close to art.
I suppose snooker it can be, maybe like the way you play it and some of the finesse about playing, it can be compared a little bit to art.
And when I was a kid, we used to have like Jimmy White. I always wanted to be champion. And then for a while it was Steve Davis and Henry even, I guess, sort of took over the sport and showed that it wasn't about like your guts. It was more about, you know, like if you become mechanical, but like boring almost, then you can win. And then Ronnie O'Sullivan came along and just changed the game and took it back in the way that we hoped Jimmy White would, and showed that that kind of play, which is great in art, you know, as an inspiration as an artist really, is to, you know, just smash them in and go for crazy shots rather than, you know, just be mechanical and sort of, you know, win by boring your opponent to death.
I've met Damien just once or twice really. I know he's a big fan of Ronnie, and that's kind of how I met him. I met him only a couple of months ago really, and got speaking to him, and he said how much he loves snooker. So it's a pleasure to do anything for Damien really.
I don't know if I've ever... I mean, you know, the thing is, success, you always measure it in other people's terms, so I think it's hard to measure success. And I think the only way you can really measure success is in your own. You know, because I remember when Charles Saatchi bought my work, my mum suddenly thought it was good. So that could be when I became successful. But then again, you know, you could say it was when I was a clue in a crossword. You go, well, you've made it there. If you're the answer to a clue in a crossword, you've totally made it. But, you know, it's a desire to live forever, I suppose, fame. But, yeah, I mean, I think you have to measure success in your own terms. You have to be really honest with yourself and say, is this successful? Because everybody can be telling you something's brilliant when in your heart you know it's crap.
In China it's very popular, so I'm quite well known out there, but here it's still not really that popular, but the World Championship kind of put me on the map, so a lot more people recognise me now than they did before.